Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing a room and setup evolution basically, so I'm not gonna go into details right now, so roll the intro and I'm gonna explain you what's going on. So basically this is my room slash setup such thing, but before I start the video of the thing that I'm showing you, I want to say that my channel started with a mobile phone. So basically my setup, as you could say that it was a Huawei Mate 20 Lite. It was the cheaper model. I really loved it because it looked like an iPhone, and I can flex on people that I have an iPhone, but not actually an iPhone, because it looked exactly like an iPhone, basically. So yeah, it looked like an iPhone, but didn't feel like it. It felt like an iPhone, looked like an iPhone. It basically was like an iPhone. But yeah, I started my channel on there. I downloaded an emulator. Sorry, I had something there. So I could play the games that I posted back then. Now I don't need to do that stuff, because I have the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, PC games. Back then I didn't have that stuff. I played Minecraft on my mobile phone, which I bought from my mother's account. So imagine how bad my channel started and how much it has grown since then. It's a really big step forward. So yeah, the intro right here, Goku statue. I'm just going straight to the point. Then I bought the VivoBook stuff and played Minecraft Bedrock. Had to lower settings, had to do much stuff. It was basically a $200 laptop with integrated graphics, bad RAM, 8 gigabytes of RAM. It was really bad. Now because of Windows 11 mostly, if I didn't have Windows 11, I might have been better off, because Windows, it's basically shit right now. I'm gonna show you how much RAM usage it has when I get to the current setup tour video. So yeah, cable management 0, Goku statue. It was a really simple setup. Some people commented, "Damn, bro, I love it, man. 10 out of 10. Let's go, boys. I will be back in 5 years." It's almost 5 years, so I'm waiting on you, dude. I'm gonna comment on this comment when it hits 5 years, because now my channel is 4 years old, almost 5. But I'm gonna comment when this video goes to 5 years. Too large of a keyboard, that's why I've upgraded to my 60% keyboard, which I still rock to this day. It's a really comfy keyboard. I changed it after 8 days. This video was posted on December 21st. I bought the new keyboard on December 29th. An upgrade the same day, basically, yeah. I had this thing when my brother slammed the door on my fingernail. Now I don't have it, thank God. I have low calcius. I might die. I hope I don't. Knock on wood. Still rock the same desk here, stuff like that. The VivoBook, I have added some Mario stickers. I still have it for traveling mostly. Thank God it's in 1080p. So yeah, basically that. I didn't have the shelf that I did with my video games. This was before I moved my PS4 to my bedroom. This was in my bedroom. The PS4 I had it on my living because my parents was like, where like, you play too much. You're not allowed to play. You have school. School is much more important than content creation. which I totally agree. Don't follow my shitty life, which I just sit around, read for school, then play video games with my girlfriend. I know it's a dream life, and it is for me. I really like this life, but it's way too much stressful depending on the parent. I have really strict parents. Like, they're not really that strict, but they are in a sort of way somewhat strict when it comes to video games. They're not allowing me to play much video games. That's why I play when there's no one at home and I sit and enjoy the time of peace that I have. Basically that. Alright, let's move on to the 2 years later setup. Here, I have the VivoBook open. Back then I broke the screen. Here's my tweet when I tweeted that I've broken my screen, guys. Oh my god. Yeah. Actually, I didn't tweet that. I posted on... I sent it to my friends, but I still have the photo right here. I used to rock a PewDiePie wallpaper. So yeah. RTX sticker that I stole from a different laptop, from my... I don't know what classes. From some classes that they had an RTX laptop. Cable management was decent enough, not really the best, not really the worst. My mouse though, it got better now with the cable management. It's barely visible now, the mouse cable right there. And I've moved a lot of stuff. Didn't have the cooling pad, which in the old setup, I mean, this setup, I had the cooling pad. But then my mother stole it and was like, you don't need the cooling pad. And I also didn't want the cooling pad because I didn't have the cables for the cooling pad. Now I do have a decent amount of cables. Back then I didn't have cable, what's called, ports. Here, I really like how it looked. This is the only thing that I miss about my old setup. Now I rock the controllers. I have my controller thingy there. I really like how it looks. I'm not really that biased. Amiibo was way higher, which I loved it. But now I have this Nintendo Switch, Amiibo in front, and the Skylander, Squirtles, Foxy Freddy, and my 2 minifigures, which I love. The Goku statue, it's up with my boxes. I'm gonna show you in a bit. So yeah, basically that, showing off my games right here, stuff like that. This mouse lasted me 4 years, and it broke last year. Now I'm rocking the Logitech G12 light GO2 102, I don't know, LightSync mouse. I've added purple lighting because my channel is mainly purple, as you can see, purple thing. I don't mind that. But here's a plot twist. My second mouse ever wasn't the Logitech. It was a cheap $5 mouse, which my father wanted to buy because he told me, you don't need to spend a lot of money on a mouse. What's the point? The point is, I game. I need a really good mouse for gaming. The LightSync is a really good mouse for gaming. I love it. It's really comfortable on my hand, which I have decently small hands. It's really comfortable on my hand. I feel good. Mouse, cool. It's basically the same ergonomics here. The only thing is I don't have a button to switch the light, which I never wanted. I had on my Scorpion mouse, I remember the name, Scorpion, I downloaded the correct drivers because it had drivers but didn't have onboard ones. So I always had to open the system app, like on Nvidia, basically. No, on like Realtek audio controls. Actually, no, it's a really bad example. Screw it. I had to open stuff like that for the thing. Same, yeah, white controller back then. I loved the white controller, but now I have a camo controller, sadly. I'm gonna try to buy a black controller because it matches more of a classic PlayStation, classic. Yeah, I try to have the classic controller combos for every console that I own, except for the Xbox 360. I don't own an Xbox 360. That controller was basically given to me by somebody that found it in a trash bin. Like, dude found an Xbox 360 controller in a trash bin, and it's working. I cleaned it, don't worry. Sanitary is good. Flexing on the mouse. This shelf is the same. I didn't change much. I had just added Chainsaw Man manga, removed the pod here. Not pot, you know. This thing. Removed stuff like that. Removed Steve. I removed the helmet out of Steve and put it somewhere else. The game section still have it the same, from most favorite game to least favorite game. I just switched Fallout 4 with Fallout 76 between, because I like more Fallout 4 than Fallout 76 on the PS4, because on PS4 you need to have PS Plus. That's why I bought it on PC with $2. Thank you, Steam. Mwah! I love you. Flexing games, basically, here. I still have that Luigi in the same place, basically. Amiibo box got removed. Amiibo, told you. Added somewhere else, and basically that. I also had this lighting system back then. I don't have it now, because I don't like how they look, basically, now. I prefer keeping the lights down and having just the monitor a bit. Brightness a bit lower, so I don't have problems with my eyes. But that's pointless, because I will always have my lights on when I'm playing games at night. I don't know if that's good for my eyes, but okay. And now to my most recent setup. My $4,228 or euros setup. I did the math. For all of this. It's $4,000, basically. In short, my setup is $4,000 because of useless junk, consoles, controllers right here, forgot, controllers right here, and that's all. Right, before I do a bit of digging, I removed this Old Spice right here. I removed and kept on the can, because I like how it looks. I moved these minifigures right here and kept everything the same, basically. Because the airflow here, as you can see, I don't have really much space between screen, wall, and stuff. Now I can put my fingers in between. It sounded weird, I'm sorry. But I have a much more space because of airflow, and I heard that causes a lot of overheating if I have it this close to the wall. From my point of view, my setup looks cool. But from the sides, you can see a big gap between. Yeah, I want to see if that's true. I see a big gap between wall and monitor. I don't mind that. It's better for me. I have much more FPS, basically. Not much more FPS. I have better cooling than before. And I also, in this video, I had still NVIDIA GeForce downloaded. I removed that from my desktop. NVIDIA GeForce can suck my dick, because it got worse. So yeah, controller setup, as I told you, camo controller. Here, I cleaned a bit of my space on my monitor and deleted a bunch of useless junk that I had. It was like really early. Here I have... Now I've realized I don't have my cable for my printer. Well, it's like I print much. I only printed with my cap, so I don't need that. Alright, yeah, the cable here, I moved the cable and it's really better right now. It doesn't look that wide and I have much more space here. Here I put my headset, basically. I put the Razer Kraken X-Lite right here. So yeah, and also the cable, yeah, a bit much more space in between these two. Cables here stayed the same, just a bit more clunky. Yeah, it's still bad cable management, I know. Mouse, same keyboard as before, just change the cable with a black one because black suits much more better. It looks like it's a wireless keyboard, basically, that's why I put black. Same Xbox controller layout here. Headphones, I had some Sony basic ones, which I didn't really like them, but it's okay. I use them mostly on music, when I listen to music, because they have a really good bass for heavy metal music, which I sometimes put. But also the Razer Kraken X are good. I would prefer to have the Barracuda V2s, but the X-Lites are much more comfortable and much more good. They look better. I don't know. I just fell in love with these headphones. I know they're not the best for music, but they do a really good job with the music that I listen personally. It's a good purchase for $28 dollars. Dollars and euros are basically the same currency. Not same currency, same price range. Yeah, this headphone was good. I have veiny hands in here, while in here I have fat fingers because I was still a fat kid. I've lost a bunch of weight. I was 100 kilos back then. Now I'm 76. I've lost 34 kilos in 1 year, basically. I did a full workout section. Now I have a belly. I have like a fat left over on my belly because I was fat kid. But I have a loose skin on my belly and it looks really bad. That's why I wear always a shirt, while on my arms I put a bit of a muscle. I'm not showing you my muscles. Oh, my wife has the privileges to see my muscles, which are really muscles, not just fat. Yeah, you can see veiny hands, hairy hands here. Fat hands, basically. Yeah, fat hands. Okay, they still have fat. I still have fat fingers because they're hands. I don't know. But yeah, Skylander. It's basically the same. All right. My RAM usage. It's 4. This was on idle. It's 4.6, 3% RAM usage. Imagine on my 8 gigabytes RAM, 8 gigabytes RAM on the old laptop, how bad it worked. Alright, now you might say, okay, it's Windows, what else do you expect? Switch to Linux. I don't want to switch to Linux. I wanted to switch to Linux, but I don't want to switch to Linux because I lose a bunch of game accesses. I lose Fortnite. I lose, I don't know, a bunch of games that I play personally. And I don't want to do that. I don't want. Thank God there has been an update on Microsoft. They did not an update. They announced that they are trying to make Windows much more friendly use. It will cause less RAM usage than before, as I read on the article. It's not 100% sure though. It's a speculation. Here I had the. If you have an Asus TUF Gaming A15, switch the Wi-Fi card from now. Switch it. Buy an Intel one. Realtek has bad drivers. I had a really bad experience with Realtek. Because I played Fortnite and I had from 60 ping, 74 ping, depending, to 999 ping and 50% packet loss. I downloaded Exit Lag not sponsored, I downloaded Exit Lag to see it worked, and it actually worked a bit. I still had that packet loss spike and high ping. Now that I have it on the Intel of my old laptop, yeah, I switched from Wi-Fi 6 to Wi-Fi 5. But my router is a Wi-Fi 4. I'm smiling right now. My Wi-Fi, my router, it's a Wi-Fi 4 or Wi-Fi 5, I think. It's a Wi-Fi 5, basically. So, if I switched it from a Wi-Fi 6 to a Wi-Fi 5, it doesn't make any difference. It's the same router, same Wi-Fi speed, same everything, just better ping, because Intel knows how to do good drivers. The only problem that I have recently is sometimes that I had to restart the computer again so that the drivers restore. Sometimes it doesn't detect the drivers. It's because Realtek still has some leftover things and sometimes wants to come and mess with my enjoyment. I don't mind that I have to do restarts. That's 1 in 1,000, 1 in a million chances to happen. But for me, I suggest switch to Intel. I want to buy the Wi-Fi 6 Wi-Fi cards for Intel and keep that. I also switched here my power plug. I used to have it on a cheap old power plug, not power plug, cheap on an old wall plug, which this house has. But then it had even an upgraded one, and it also has a Wi-Fi cable, which I cannot use it because the technicians didn't allow me to, and I have a Wi-Fi port on my laptop, but they fucked up the shit. So basically that. So yeah, as I told you, switch to Intel. Don't keep Realtek. It sucks. I don't recommend them for Wi-Fi cards. Basically that. Also, my girlfriend has a problem with FPS. Now that's a different story. It's because Fortnite, please fix your fucking game. My girlfriend in Fortnite OG, yeah, she played Fortnite OG on 2023, in 2023. She told me she had a decent amount of FPS. She had 144 easily. She has the same laptop as me, but with a 4060 laptop graphics card and less SSD space. That doesn't matter at all, because she keeps her laptop clean. We have basically the same laptop. But she hasn't tweaked her settings. She has everything on medium. Imagine, medium. I have my shadows on high. Also, NVIDIA Reflex on plus boosted. She has it on. I told her to switch it to on plus boosted. Better. But she showed me that from the 144 frames per second, casually, back in the day, in 2023, now she has 70 FPS, like from 144 to 70, then back and forward. She's using DirectX 12. I also use that because we want graphics on our games. But she, for a moment, switched to performance mode, and still the same thing. Performance mode, it's pointless on the laptops, basically. So yeah, this is our main issue with Fortnite basically these days, because we started playing Fortnite together. I might do a video with her playing Fortnite in the future. So yeah. Again, a bit of yapping, CPU usage. Yeah, as you can see, Freddy poster didn't have that one before. Same layout as I told you, just added the Spider-Man figure, removed some stuff, added new stuff. Fortnite locker. Here I switched a bit of this, made it like this. It looks much better. So yeah, basically that. My room and setup stayed the same since the video I did. Yeah, I told you. This is the RTX sticker that I have. Down I have the Razer sticker. I like putting stickers on my walls. So yeah, with all that said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this room setup evolution. I had a really good blast from the past filming this, because I remember playing on my phone, then on my cheap old laptop, then now having a proper gaming laptop. Yeah, I'm a laptop player. I'm not gonna switch to PC yet. I want to move to my own house with my own bedroom, everything to be mine, not my parents, and have to share with my brother. And also because in a year I'm gonna be moving out of my house. In less than a year, basically, cause I'm going to be 18 and I don't want to live in this country. I want to move out from this country and move to somewhere else to have a better life for me and for my future. And in short, I want to provide for my future family with my girlfriend. Yeah, to have a family with her. We've talked about it. I told her when I want to have a proper relationship, to have a serious relationship, not just a phase, basically. I love her so much. She helped me a lot when I was feeling down with all my stress and stuff. I really love her, and I'm thankful that she still sticks around with me, even though I have some mental issues, basically. Yeah, I still have some mental issues. I'm really happy that she's here, and I want her to... I just wish that I could hug her right now. We're doing long distance. It's really bad, but I know we're gonna go through this, and we're gonna see each other in Easter. That's why I'm not gonna post in Easter. But I really want to have something special with her, to be with her at bad times, good times, any time of the day, because I really love her. This feeling, I cannot explain how much I love her, because it's really complicated explaining, but I really do love her. I want her to see that. She's an overthinker like me. We have many things in common. We both like chocolate chip, not chocolate chip, mental, no. We both like the same flavor. Ice cream, have so much in common. So yeah, I really want to have a future with her. I really love her. If she sees this video till the end, I'm probably gonna send this part to her of the video, but I want her to know that I love her so much, and she's gonna be famous on YouTube with me. She doesn't have a channel, but might as well start a channel, a family channel. Not just joking, I'm not that cringe of a type. So yeah, with all that said, thank you guys for sticking around this room setup evolution, and yeah, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Bye.